Hi friends! Welcome to Creativity Tuesday. Yay! I'm so glad to be back with you guys. Yesterday I went to Michael's. I found a bunch of these iridescent ink. This is a departure from my normal color palette. My plan is to use these colors in this painting. While I was leaving Michael's, I was in my car and there was a ladybug that was climbing up my windshield, and I was like, oh, that's the perfect thing for me. That would be amazing if I could go ahead and draw that for Creativity Tuesdays. My inspiration not only is the ladybug, but also there's some interesting art out there right now that is happening with tattoos, and it's very, very geometric, and it's been around for a couple of years, but I just absolutely love it. So I decided to go with a geometric shape first, so I'm drawing a diamond. All right, and here I am using a circle to make the ladybug. I'm really not concerned with whether or not it's anatomically correct. I just used my circle template and a half circle for the head, and then I drew a little crown. And now I'm using the same little circle template to draw the dots on the ladybug's back. And I'm making them random. Now, I wasn't sure what to do with the background and the square that I'd drawn already, so I went ahead and started painting in the ladybug because I knew what color she was going to be. So here I am with carbon black. Once I'm done with the black dots, I then go in with, I believe, quinacridone red and begin coloring in her body. Okay, so now I figured out that I wanted that nickel color on the background, and I think I pretty much forgot to press record and do the background on camera. Oops. But maybe it just saves you some time in looking because it wasn't that fascinating to begin with. So here I am with the blue, and I'm coloring in the background of the blue. And now I'm getting back into the ladybug's body, and I'm using a dark, it's a Jane Davenport dark red to kind of make it look as though she actually looks like a dome rather than just a circle. So to give the ladybug some depth. I'm not really sure that I actually succeeded, but I'm doing the best I can here and I did not use a reference photo. So, because I kind of just wanted to be a little more expressionistic with it. With Liquitex Gold ink, I'm filling in the crown, and I've left a little jewel. a little bit of the green to make the jewel. And once it's dry, I start outlining everything in the Sakura glaze pen in black. And I decided that I wanted another square here, so I'm basically just eyeballing where the square should follow along and making parallel lines. And with the triangles template, I made 2 triangles above the ladybug, and I've made a line lower than the ladybug, and I made 3 lines and a triangle, and now I'm gonna kind of freehand things underneath and make a little hangy dangly fun thing. So here I'm going in with a darker blue to make it, to make the square a little more dynamic, have a little more depth. But I love, love, love how I chose the blue, and then I realized later that it looks like she's hanging out in the sky, which makes me happy. I want to take just a second to tell you what ladybugs mean to me. I think they're a symbol of luck and blessings, and they make me really happy. I don't usually like bugs, but I really like ladybugs as long as they're not crawling on me. And here I'm using that same I'm using a dark brown from Jane Davenport to give the ladybug a shadow. I'm not really sure that I was that successful with this either, but I made an attempt. I don't really think she pops off the page like I intended, but that's okay. And I'm using the same green that I used in the crown and in that one triangle. And here I'm taking some white gesso and making some dots. And you'll see down below the littlest triangle that I filled in. I filled in with white iridescent and a purple. And here I'm doing the corners. I really needed it to be grunged up a little more. I'm using that same dark brown from Jane Davenport to kind of give it a little more grunge on the corners. So now I'm going in with, I went in with carbon black and did the spiral bound part, and now I'm going around with the white Uniball Signo pen that I've got and I love, and I'm going around all of the black lines, and I just love this technique. This is very meditative to do this because you're basically just following along. You don't really have to think about what you're doing. You notice I skipped the ladybug at first, and it's because I wasn't sure if I wanted to go around her with white, but then I ended up doing it anyway, and I like it. started to outline, and then I realized I wanted to go around the black dots with Sakura glaze. And here I'm going around the white dots with black Sakura just for some added contrast, because the white dots, even though they show up on camera, they weren't really showing up against that background. We have the finished product. I'm so excited that you could join me today, and I hope you make yourself a little ladybug and get you some happy. Please like and subscribe to my channel, because this is coming every week. I'm doing something new, and most of the time I don't know what I'm doing when I sit down. So it's really fun for me, and I hope you enjoy it as well. I hope you have a wonderful Tuesday and a wonderful rest of the week, and I will see you next week.